I spent over $100,000 on handyman ads in the last couple years across Facebook, Google search, Google local service ads, Google display, generated about 1,000 leads on Facebook, over 1,000 leads on Google. And I'm going to show you the top performing ad on Facebook and our campaigns on Google, so you can get an idea of what we do, how we do it. We generated over $2 million of revenue in the same time frame, and the top ad on Facebook will probably surprise you because truthfully, the ads don't matter that much. What really matters is what happens at the point somebody wants to reach out to your business, not at the point where somebody actually reaches out. It's before that, right? That's the crucial step, is what happens at the point where somebody wants to reach out. And I'll get to that in a second. But if you're not familiar with me, my name is Sean. Aside from running a handyman business with my two partners that does over $100,000 a month in revenue, I'm also the founder of Fulcrum Agency, which is an agency for handyman that helps handyman businesses get past a scaling ceiling that seems to happen somewhere between $5,000 and $15,000 a month. Our specialty is to help handyman businesses that are in that $5,000 to $15,000 a month range get to $50,000 a month and have a real business where they make more money, they're profitable, and they have more time. They're not stuck every night like we were for a time, where we were trying to get out estimates on time and slow to it, and invoices were piling up. We'd send them out a week later, and all that really challenging stuff that comes when you're trying to scale. So let's look at the ads. This is the top performing campaign that I ran on Facebook. We generated about 393 leads, about $30 a lead, and spent a little less than $12,000. If you're not familiar with media buying, I'm going to click through this stuff. This is actually my background. I've been in marketing for 10 years before I was in the handyman space. So I'm going to click around in here. You don't have to follow everything, but I'm going to get to the ad and walk you through what we're doing. So the format for this is a lead ad. That means it's an instant form on Facebook. That was what we found to be the best performance. We tested a lot of different formats, from website clicks to brand awareness campaigns, to messenger campaigns, to phone call campaigns, to trying to get people to book appointments themselves on our website. We tried lots of different things. This was the top performing one right here. That advice alone should save you a few $1,000s, because we spent a few $1,000s testing it to learn what performed the best. And this consistently performs the best. Okay, so this is across two ad sets. There are two ad sets that target slightly different audiences in here and have slightly different ads. The top performing ad set by a lot was this one that did leads for about $18. We did 171 leads for about $18 on this. And now I'm going to click into the actual ads. Okay, when I say we tried a lot of different ads, when I mean ads, I mean like creative headline ad text. We tried a lot, like probably close to 100. And we tried very fancy ones. Again, I have a marketing background. I tried super professional looking ones using different design softwares, and hired some designers to actually build us an ad stack, all kinds of stuff. This right here, a picture of the guys in front of our red barn, was the top performing ad. Okay, this is the top performing creative that we had. This is not complicated. There's nothing fancy about this, right? We could have saved thousands of dollars on ad design had I known this was going to be our top performing ad. And our ad text really simply just lists what we do. We're out of South Texas. We have two locations. This one's in Georgetown, right? It just simply lists, hey, we're in Georgetown. Here's the things that we do commonly. And we have 30 years of experience. We provide free estimates. We actually show up and on time, right? That's a big one too. Okay, so that's the top performing ad on Facebook. I'll show you the local service ads that we run here. I'll have to blur these phone numbers out when I edit this. But this is local service ads, okay? One thing you'll notice too is, look at these campaigns. Every Facebook campaign I have here is turned off. The reason for that is we run the top performing campaign, which is our most profitable campaign, with as much volume as we can to fill up our guys' schedules. If we run that as hard as we can and our guys' schedules aren't filled up, we'll turn on our second top performing campaign. Local service ads has been our top performing campaign for months now. I haven't run Facebook ads in a couple months. I'll probably turn them on again at different times of the year, or when we get closer to Christmas. There's some Christmas lights ads and things that do better on Facebook. But Right now, I don't need to run them, so I'm not going to, because these ones are way more profitable. This is local service ads. If you're not familiar with it, that's a whole nother video that I can get into. But we run Google Display, we run Google Search, we've run all these things in the past. We've run PMAX campaigns, which some of y'all are probably familiar with. We've run straight call campaigns. Nothing is as profitable as local service ads by quite a bit. And so these are the local service ads that have come in the last few days, right? We had, I guess the 11th was a good day, although some of these weren't charged. But this is simply links to your Google business profile, and then you have to go through a screening process, and you need to make sure that your digital assets like your website and stuff is set up correctly. But this is all that we're running on the ad side. Okay, so when I said the ads don't matter as much as what happens when somebody wants to reach out to you, this is what I'm talking about. There's nothing overly complex. Yeah, you got to know what you're doing when you set the stuff up initially, but once it's running, it's really not complicated. What really matters is when somebody looks at an ad, they see an ad either from search or from display on Facebook, which are two placement types, and then they say, yeah, this looks legit, I want to reach out, get an estimate for, I have a hole in my drywall or whatever. At that point, how many different ways do they have to reach out to you? And the more ways, the better. Because some people like to text, some people want to submit a form, some people just want to pick up the phone and call. Some people are on Facebook, and the only way they're going to reach out to you is from Facebook Messenger, right? You have to provide different ways. Some people go on our website, and we have a web chat option, which I can show you a demo site that we use. I think I have one pulled up here. Maybe I don't. Yeah, this is the demo site. So this is a demo site that we use, right? There is an option to call. There is an option to get a free estimate. There's an option to chat with a bunch of different options here, right? They can live chat with voice. That just generates a call. This is Messenger. If they're signed into their Messenger account, they can live chat, which goes to an AI bot that's extremely good at engaging with people. This is a request to have a text back or an email back. There's lots of options that somebody can use when they're trying to reach out to us. And then what happens after that needs to be very smooth. And so this is another place that matters a lot more than your ads is what do your operations look like? Okay, because it is a big difference if somebody submits this estimate request. I already filled out that form, so it's not there. But if somebody submits this estimate request and you respond to them in 20 seconds, right, with an automated text that engages with them, lets them know that you're confirming that you received their request, a time frame of when you're going to get back to them, that's excellent service. Okay, that goes above what somebody's expectation is. If you respond in a couple hours, right, that's probably average. If you respond the next day, you're going to lose business, right? And that's much more than just how well do you convert your leads. That is, how many referrals are you going to get? How many repeat jobs are you going to get from that customer? And all the differences in that. Same thing, if somebody calls and we miss a call, they get an automated text back because we don't want them. What people do is they Google something and they Google a handyman, they call, they don't answer, they hang up, and they call the next one. Whoever answers first gets that job. If you send a text right away that says, hey, we're actually with a customer right now. Did you want to text us here? Or do you want us to call you back as soon as we're free? That stops them from going into the next person down the line and so on. Same thing with the web chat. If somebody wants to do a web chat here, you could do a live chat. This is a demo account. I don't know if this thing's hooked up, but if I say drywall repair, just say drywall repair. This might not be hooked up. Oh, it might be hooked up. If this is hooked up, this is going to start engaging right away. Okay, and it'll ask some details about the job, and okay, so here we go. It's going to give a very big range on pricing, right? And then send a photo for a more accurate estimate. If I send a photo, if I give some more details on this thing, it's going to ask for my phone number or an email. It's going to say, how would you like us to contact you with an official estimate here? These are all ways that help us to create an excellent experience for our clients, which leads into another part that a lot of handyman businesses get stuck at is pricing. When we started, we were charging $65 an hour. And we thought, wow, $65 an hour is a lot. I wonder if people are going to pay this. Okay. Then we went up to 75. Then we went up to 85. And we went up to 95. Now, when we went up to 95 an hour from 65, some of the customers that we served at $65 an hour were frustrated and they left. And we don't have them as customers anymore. They were good customers that gave us repeat business. We lost them. We don't have them anymore. But guess what? There is a whole other customer base that was excited to pay the $95 an hour at that point. We're more expensive now, but was excited to pay that $95 an hour as long as we provided excellent service. And so that goes all the way down the pipeline from when somebody first reaches out to when we send an estimate. We send an estimate, it looks clean, professional. We have a custom-built estimator tool that our agency actually has as well that generates an estimate. It asks details to fill in the blanks. It looks pro. It's easy to send over to the customer. They can click accept with a click or a tap if it's on their phone. They get a confirmation that it was accepted. It feels great to the customer. Same thing with invoicing, right? Invoicing, we have multiple ways to pay. You can pay on your phone, gives you a confirmation of your receipt. Same thing with scheduling appointments. It gives you a confirmation text and an email. It lets you add it to your calendar if you want to add it to your calendar. All those things work well at a higher price point with a clientele that doesn't care as much about the price. They care more about, are we really easy and nice to work with? And so we fulfill that really well. And so our current pricing is $115 an hour. And we'll discount that a little bit if somebody wants to do a 4-hour or an 8-hour package. But it's $115 an hour. And we're still booked out a couple weeks with 12 full-time guys. So I won't make this video go too long, but that's a glimpse into our ads and how we've scaled up to $100,000. If you're interested in getting these same services, we've rebuilt our entire system that includes the digital infrastructure, the CRM, the phone system, the email, the estimating tool, the invoicing, the appointment scheduling, all that stuff, reputation management, a website this website is about 65 pages long. Okay, it's 65 pages not because anybody's going to click around 65 pages. It's 65 pages because that is the optimum way to get recommended from AI engines like ChatGPT, like Google's Gemini, right? Is to be structured in a way that includes so many services, structured in a way where the backend data, like the metadata or the robot.txt files, all that stuff is done in a way that makes it easy for those AI engines to recommend us. So we provide that as well. If you're interested in all that and the marketing, provide the marketing as well. But if you're interested in any of that, you can check us out on our website. This is actually the website right here, fulcrumagency.io. You can schedule a call with us. You can chat with our agency AI. And the one thing that I will mention is we are not currently working with businesses that do less than $5,000 a month in revenue. We might in the future, but we don't have a plan for somebody doing less than $5,000 a month right now. Happy to give you advice. You can watch more of these videos. Hopefully they're helpful to you and you can get past that $5,000 range if you're below that. But if you are between 5 and 15 grand a month right now, we would love to help you scale to 50. And these are the plans here. You can check out the pricing more. You can give us a call and ask more questions. But thanks for watching. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys.